for July 13th through July 19th. Let's see what messages we have. Okay. So the first one we have is Ganja. Oh, okay. What y'all got going on? It's the goddess of heavenly ambrosia. So the blessings you have is purification from sin, pacification of worldly desires, liberation at time of death, and remedy for physical disease. So for a lot of you guys, you could be in a space of really healing internally. We also have Chandra. So with Chandra, it is the purification of the blood. A lot of you guys, your body could be in a space of purifying, nourishment of crops, subduing mental ills and anxieties, and overcoming pessimism and madness. All right. I feel like there's a change in perception for you this week, Libra. All right. So let's see here. Whoa. Let's see what messages we have. What messages do we have? This is for Libra. Whoa. So there's some changes, Libra. I'm trying to tell you. What messages do we have? And look at this. What you see, Libra? What you see? And that's for you. Let's see what messages we have. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for July 13th through July 19th, 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? This is for July 13th, July 14th, July 15th, July 16th, July 17th, July 18th, and July 19th, 2020. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, I feel like there's some changes, but I do feel like maybe within the middle of the week, there could be a little stagnation because the changes could be happening elsewhere. So 10 Pentacles here. I do feel like for some of you guys, this could be either talking about your money, talking about wealth, something like that. Okay. Y'all, I broke my nail. And it broke really low, like it hurt. It broke, and then I took the nail polish off because it was broke. It was ugly. All right, so we have the Magician here for Monday. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be in a space of manifesting something. Could be using your power. You see, you got the heavenly power coming down with that left hand. You're bringing the power from the heavens and from the earth. Some of you guys, I feel like you're using your powers to manifest something that you desire. Could legit be doing some manifestations. Could legit be doing some magic. Okay. Hangman here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, your perception around something may need to change your perspective. So with the Magician and the Hangman, this is a lot of major energy for you guys already. Like seriously, this is already major energy starting off the week. And this is energy that you're bringing in. So you're attracting in this energy. And I'm praying that this is positive energy that you have been attracting in. So Wednesday, 10 of Wands here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, what you've attracted in may feel a burden. It may feel like a pressure. So you could have attracted in, say for instance, you're manifesting, more resources within your life. You may not have specified how you want to obtain those resources. So for some of you guys, 10 Pentacles, 10 Wands, you may have committed yourself to a burden, meaning by obtaining those resources, you're putting yourself at the throes of your energies, meaning you're basically overworking yourself or burdening yourself, taking on too many responsibilities to obtain that wealth. So for some of you guys, you may have manifested more money in your life. You need to be, when you manifest money in your life, you need to be specific about how you receive it, because sometimes if you just manifest money, you want to make the money. I mean, that's what God gonna make you do. He gonna put she in the universe is gonna place opportunities in your life that do require you to invest your time and energy in order to obtain what you've manifested. And until you obtain what you've manifested or change that manifestation, you're going to continue to be burdened by the responsibility of producing on your own what you've manifested. So, a lot of times, like a lot of things that I do, it's a lot of residual income. So meaning I don't have to actually put a lot of work into the income that I receive a lot of the time. So for some of you guys, I feel like you need to specify that. If you're trying to manifest wealth through residual income, you feel me? So that you're not burdening yourself with responsibilities and oppression to obtain what you've manifested. Okay. All right. So Thursday we have the Queen of Wands. I do feel like you're in the space of moving forward. Okay. Three of Swords here could be severing some connections, some things that cause you to feel burdened. You could also be, now even though the visual on this card is a heartbreak, it's a severance, it's being stabbed through the heart. You feel me? That is it's like putting in alignment, needing to heal what has been torn. But this also is about putting your will in alignment, putting your thoughts into alignment, okay? Because creating something new from this betrayal. So for some of you guys, the betrayal may be your own betrayal, especially if your perception around a situation is burdens, okay? Four of Cups, you might miss an opportunity based off of that. I feel like you need to change your perspective. This is very important. You need to change your perspective, because I do feel like you are getting what you've manifested, but you may need to tweak your manifestations. Whether this is love, relationship, commitment, you're getting what you manifest. If you manifested a solid commitment, something that, a bond that cannot be broken, and the relationship that you're in is not that will be removed so that you can get what you desire. And it may require heartbreak on your part, because you may not understand why you have to go through this to get to this. But if you don't already have the potential to have this within what you've within what you're living within your reality, then your manifestation is going to cause these changes so that you can obtain what you've manifested. So Four of Cups, I do feel like this is for Saturday. I do feel like some of you guys are very much discontent with something. Could be, in your feelings, not seeing the opportunity because it's not what you envisioned. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you're blinding yourself. I feel like you need to take off the blindfolds. I feel like you're blinding yourself to the reality of something because you've manifested something, but it's not happening the way that you envision it. And it's not supposed to, okay? Let go. Allow it to happen however it's meant to happen. If you've manifested a solid ass commitment and what you got in a solid ass commitment, let that shit go. Because you've manifested what you want. You've manifested your true desires, okay? You may not can get a solid commitment out of what you're dealing with, whether it's relationships or, within your job. You may not can get. Look, that's like, put it like this, and I remember saying this a long time ago, and I still say this to people. That's like if you're manifesting $1 million in your life, you feel me? But you work at, say, McDonald's. We know McDonald's pay minimum wage. You are not going to be able to obtain what you've manifested through your job at McDonald's. So you may lose your job, not your fault. It may be a circumstance that leads to you losing that job. You may see it as like, dang, I lost my job, I don't have resources, but you've manifested so much more than what you have. So in order to get that manifestation, that $1 million, the universe has to free you from what is restricting you from obtaining that. So you've manifested greatness. You got to remove yourself from anything that is lacking greatness in order to obtain what you've manifested. Magician here, Monday. Why is this Magician here? We got Queen of Wands here, Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's time for you to move in a different direction. You need to understand that what you've manifested requires you to be free, requires you to nurture your own foundation, requires you to make compassionate decisions for yourself. You being in restriction mentally is causing a blockage to what you've manifested. You manifested something, and until you remove yourself from what is blocking you, 10 Wands, you're going to stay in this space of being burdened because you're holding on to what is not your manifestation. So Hangman here, you do need to change your perspective. Why is this Hangman here? Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, not moving forward. You're in suspension. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're in suspension. You're suspending your blessings. You're suspending your blessings by just holding on to something that is not your blessing. It's not your blessing. It may, look, change your perspective. Hey man, twice you ain't finna tell me. You need to follow your desires. Some of you guys have a real true desire to move forward, but you may feel like you're restricted by what you've, and these are in reverse. So there is no movement, okay? The movement is necessary for you to change your perspective. You got to change your perspective so you can get out of suspension. So we have 10 of Wands here. In order for you to get out of suspension, you got to lay down some burdens. You got to put down some things that have been oppressing you, okay? responsibilities, Knight of Pentacles, the day-to-day activities. If you're trying to get towards something stable, say for instance, you want a stable commitment. You're dealing with a relationship that doesn't give you a stable commitment, or you're dealing with a situation that creates burdens, create oppressions within you. Day to day, you could be dealing with someone you know that cannot fit this, what you've manifested. They don't fit into the manifestation, but you continue to invest your time, energy, and even your attention into the situation. You're blocking your own path. Cut it off. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands here. Yeah, you're at a crossroads here. You got this wealth that you've manifested, but in order to get the wealth, like I'm telling you, Ten of Wands, you got to put an end to whatever you've previously committed yourself to. Queen of Wands, stop underestimating your ability. Some of you guys, I feel like you're afraid of having your heart broke. Tower in reverse. This is unavoidable. Listen, if you're in a relationship, it don't matter. This is what I'm gonna tell you. If you want, even if you haven't actually actively put out an active manifestation, if you want a solid commitment, whether this is within a job or a relationship, and what you have is not what you desire, if you have this energy and it's deep in your heart to move toward this, unavoidable incidents are going to happen to get you where you need to be. Okay, your energy, your intentions, whether they are voluntary, involuntary, purposeful or non-purposeful, your intentions in this life, your energy, your emotions in this life is going to drive you in the direction that you need to go. For a lot of you guys, this Tower in reverse, this is unavoidable. Okay, this is unavoidable. You have to move in a new direction. It's time for you to move in a new direction. You need to walk in faith, Queen. Look, Fool energy there. You need to walk in faith. Some of you guys are dealing with a lot of fears of really following your feelings or your desires. Fuck that. Move forward. 10 Pentacles here. Oh, that's not the right one. Sorry. 3 of Swords here. So I do feel like, you know when I said unavoidable? That's unavoidable. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. No, you know, I'm sure we would avoid heartbreak if we could, but the heartbreak of something ending and you having to move forward is happening. Chariot here. So I do feel like there's a movement forward that is necessary because you're unhappy. You got to sever a connection. If you don't sever the connection, the person that you're dealing with, who you're afraid of severing this connection with, will. So either way it go, you're going to have to put in motion this healing. What you've been trying to avoid, you're going to have to put in motion. Because 10 Pentacles, even if you're dealing with a relationship, if it's already at 10 Pentacles, that means there's nothing else that you can't gain anything else from 10 Pentacles. Okay? 10 Pentacles move back to the 1. So either you start back over with the same cycle, and if I'm looking at this correct, you're not happy with the cycle. So either you start back over with the same cycle or you let go of that 10 Pentacles. Understand that it's something that it's within your legacy. It's your history. So then you move toward Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, accepting a new opportunity. Why is this Four of Cups here? We have the Strength in reverse, Lust in reverse. Some of you guys don't have any desire here for this new opportunity. So you're going to miss a new opportunity because you don't have a desire for it. World energy here, you really are unhappy with it. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is going to take some strength to overcome or to end this cycle. But you're not happy. You're not seeing the opportunity. You don't want the opportunity. You're moving forward. Somebody else may, be moving forward toward a new opportunity. Whatever the case may be, I do feel like you're at a blockage. I do feel like you're at a blockage now. I'm not going to say that, but the thing about it is, Ace of Swords, you have the clarity that you need. You see that there's failure within the situation. You see that, you've been investing your energy into something, or your energy has been in alignment with something that creates strife. You know that it's time for you to move forward, but you got these blindfolds off and you're really in a space of no. You're unwilling to move forward. Unwilling to move forward. Even though you have clarity, you're unwilling to move forward. You're suspending yourself right now because you feel like you put out a manifestation and you feel like that your manifestation hasn't come to form. But what you're not understanding is the manifestation that you're putting out is waiting. Okay? You're blocking this manifestation because you're placing this reality on an illusion, and you can't do that. It's not going to work. All right, so let's see what guidance we have moving forward. What messages, what guidance do we have? We got vigilance. So some of you guys are really standing strong. You got a new beginning, I'm trying to tell you. But in order for that new beginning, you got to move mountains. You got to find your strength within. A lot of you guys feel very vulnerable right now. And because you feel vulnerable, you're putting yourself at a blockage. Take the blindfolds off. Make the decisions necessary to remove yourself from situations that, prevent you from being happy. This is all I have. Until next time.